can we elaborate on the basis na we're going to file plunder charges? Kasi may mga sinasabi na bakit plunder? Hindi naman siya government fund, number one. Number two, hindi naman siya, I mean, yung aspect ng nature of the money, and bakit siya plunder nga ba? Bakit plunder yung ihahangin niya?
Well, when you talk about plunder, it's a series of combination of acts where somebody is able to amass, acquire, and accumulate ill-gotten wealth to the amount of at least 50 million pesos. So, isa-isahin ho natin, 50 million pesos, umabot ho ng 75 million pesos ang kabuuan ng mga supposedly donations sa kanya. So, yun yung una. Series or combinations, tatlo pong transaction ho yun na nagbigay at admitado naman po yung mga donors, na nagbigay naman din sila, no? And from the own admissions as well of Senator Marcoleta, tinanggap niya yung 75 million. Ngunit hindi po niya na-deklara sa SALN, neither niya dineklara sa kanyang SOSE. Ngayon, just to put things in context, no? As a public official, kasama po kami doon. Lahat ng congressman, lahat ng senador, lahat po ng nasa executive branch, lahat ng huwes sa judiciary. Bawal tumanggap ng ganun kalaking kahalaga ng pera as a general rule. Exception to the general rule kung campaign period at mangongolekta ka ng mga donations para sa campaign. Pero dito sa case na ito, hindi naman niya dineklara sa SOSE. Hindi rin niya dineklara sa SALN. So, dineklara lang niya sa taong bayan, sa media. Pero sa totoo lang, dapat linagay niya either sa SALN or sa SOSE. So, ang theory will revolve around that. No? Several cases or series or combination of acts, and yung yung tanong nyo na public funds, dun sa RA 7080 sa plunder law, there are acts there that could comprise of the series or combination of acts that could comprise of plunder. And number two there is receiving directly or indirectly any gift, commission, percentage, kickback. Alam nga naman po, yung gift ay galing din sa public fund. So, ang definition po ng plunder also includes private funds. Okay? And just to elaborate on that further, yung direct bribery or indirect bribery, pag merong series nun, that can also comprise of plunder. And direct bribery coming from a private individual can also be considered corruption. Diba? So when there's a series or combination of that, pwede rin ho siyang tawaging plunder.
So this is the first time na magpa-file tayo ng plunder na ang gamit ay private fund. Yun bang kay Erap na wedding money? Is it the same circumstances?
Yes, opo. So, I understand, no, naiintindihan ho namin yung argument na yon na kailangan public funds. Ngunit, pag binasa mo talaga yung batas, nandyan ho yan na kahit private funds, po pwede. It's just that, kadalasan, ang nafa-file ho, yung public funds. May malversation, may misappropriation, yun po yung kadalasan natin naririnig pag ang final ay plunder. Pero sa totoo lang, and you will see it in the law, that even private funds can comprise of the crime of plunder.
Sir, last na lang on this topic on my part. Will the actions of, the present actions today deter the Ombudsman from filing?
No, like I mentioned, parehas ho ang pinaglalaban ho natin. Kung ang pinaglalaban po ng mga taga-INC ngayon sa EDSA ay transparency and accountability, yun din ang pinaglalaban ng Office of the Ombudsman. So, is it our mandate to stop cases? Perhaps not. It is our mandate to investigate and prosecute cases. And once the evidence is there, and in this case, the evidence was amply supplied by the respondents themselves, our hands are quite tied here, no? So that also speaks to how fast this case went. Dahil po, lahat po ng admissions, lahat po ng elemento ay nasatisfy na po doon sa mga sinabi niya po.
Ano na sa